think southeast Queensland is a great place to fish because we get fish coming down in the summer in the warmer current, so we get a really good run of pelagic fish. And then we also get some cold water temperate species that come up from the south, and it provides a really good mix of fishing.
Moreton Bay, I think, is a unique fishery. We are so close to a capital city, and we're under the eye of the public a lot more. You've got to not only be seen to be doing the right thing, you've got to be doing the right thing. Even the nets that we use in there are different to the rest of the east coast of Queensland. We have a variety of prawns. We've got more variety of prawns in Moreton Bay than anywhere. We've got your tiger prawns, you've got endeavours, you've got greasies, you've got bananas, all in this one little bay. And then you throw in your squid, a few bugs and everything. So you need a net that catches all of that. That's why everyone in Moreton Bay is using a different net than what they would on the east coast.
Targeting fishing has benefits in quite a few different areas. One, your gear's less work, so your maintenance costs are lower, your gear costs are lower, fuel costs are lower. Then it's good for the actual fishing. You're getting more of your target species and less, bycatch or discard. And that goes for both line and net fisheries. You need to know when and where to fish, and the use of your sounders and your chart plotters to get on that targeted species is very important.
One advantage actually is being close to a capital city. It is fairly easy to sell your product. You're not got transport costs. It all flows through pretty quickly. A lot of people selling a lot of prawn locally. It all goes local.
Ever since I was young, fishing with my father, both recreationally and commercially. When I went to university, had a lot of free time on the holidays, and we had a small family fishing vessel, and the fishing took over from the university. We work solo operations, but me and Dad have similar vessels, so we work in sync. He goes north, I go south. Some days we don't see each other, and other days we're right beside each other working. So yeah, it's a really good team, and it's a nice thing to be able to do.
We've owned this boat for about 4 years. Its name's the Baltic Amber. What I like about this boat is that we've done it up from pretty much rock bottom. So I know between me and my father, we've done it up to a point that if something goes wrong, we know how to fix it really quick, because we've crawled in and out this boat a million times.
A father and son team, quite often it doesn't work, but we made it work. Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way now.
Oh, there we go, fixed it.
He does good work, and he's a good skipper. He keeps me motivated. He does. He keeps me motivated, to be quite honest. Yeah. I've been making nets for 46 years. I'm more interested in designs and coming up with new ideas. That's been my push probably the last 15 years. With the net designs, we're looking for improved catches. We're looking for reduction in bycatch, and definitely with the TEDs and BRDs, we're looking for big reductions in bycatch.
I make sure whatever's coming into the boat for the day has somewhere to go before it goes in the esky. Ensures that the price back to the boat's going to be okay. I'm not glutting out a market, and I'm respecting that product, or I'm respecting that fish in the sense that it's not going to be wasted. It's got somewhere to go, and I take pride in the product, and I really want to see someone, sit down and enjoy a meal of fresh local seafood. That's what this is about, doing that service for the community.
The fact that it's a shrinking industry, but it's a more sustainable fishery now. So, the overall people that are left in the industry should be able to make a comfortable living, rather than everyone fighting over the last prawn.
Yeah, 22.8.
Okay.
Most of Queensland's fisheries can be considered relatively small scale. I consider myself small scale in the our boats are all on trailers. They only hold limited amounts of fish. Queensland's quotas for inshore fin fish are relatively small compared to other jurisdictions. I think we've got to remember this is decades on from practices where people were allowed to set nets and go home to bed. There's a lot of change since those years and now. So your gear's always attended. It's always marked with licensing, with your license symbols. You're very accountable for what you're doing out there. So we like the short soak times, and having the two boats, especially with Dad, we're able to leverage off each other, and I think that really does help our business.